Previously on Selman Saga.
Superman, now unrivaled, prepared to kill Thor as he turned around, but found emptiness in front of him. Thor had vanished into the depths of the sky, but where? Who knew? Stark Tower only reminded him of a past filled with debris and silence. Superman, lost in himself, continued towards the city, unstoppable. Who would stop him?
Hey, that's me, Selman, and this is my saga. Selman Saga.
The sky was covered with dark clouds over Metropolis. Standing in the doorway of the Avengers Tower, a wounded Thor entered with strong steps. It was as if he had fallen from the sky, his hands unable to hold his Mjolnir, and his battered costume reflected the hard struggle he had endured. When he stepped through the door, silence reigned. Captain America stood in a corner of the room. He approached Thor and gave him a deep look. Thor, what happened to you? Who did this to you? Hawkeye came to help you. Where is he? Thor bowed his head, and his hair, like clouds in the sky, fell in his face. Steve, I feel powerless. I lost this battle. Hawkeye died in that explosion. I don't know about Spider-Man. Captain America looked at Thor, saddened by the loss of his friend. What? Hawkeye's dead? Who's behind all this? Why didn't you call us sooner? Thor continued with a deep sigh. That creature is not of this world. He calls himself Superman. Super fast, super powerful, irresistible. It may have something to do with Iron Man's disappearance. Captain America, with a face that was a combination of anger and sadness. Just tell me where he is. Thor, exhaling his last breaths. Use some common sense and calm down, and gather all the Avengers. Superman is heading towards the city right now, and if you're not fast enough, a lot of people are going to get hurt. In the middle of this deep conversation, Thor and Captain America heard a scream and suddenly snapped to attention. They both locked eyes and immediately headed straight for the sound. When they looked out the window, they couldn't believe what they saw. The Hulk was advancing on the city center in giant leaps. Captain America asked, "Is the Hulk headed for Superman?" Thor nodded, a worried look on his face. The city of Metropolis was about to witness a terrifying clash between two giant heroes. Hulk suddenly attacked Superman. Superman was not expecting the attack, but he quickly recovered. Superman, does this city run out of heroes? You should be careful who you attack, Green Giant. The Hulk advanced towards Superman without answering back. Suddenly he stopped and charged at Superman with a wave of green energy radiating from his mighty muscles. Superman was swiftly knocked aside, but the Hulk ran after him, unleashing giant destruction. Superman quickly closed in on the Hulk through the air, using his super breath to create a storm of green energy. The storm tossed trash and debris around the Hulk, causing him to temporarily lose sight of him. The Hulk picked up a car and threw it at Superman. Superman was unaffected by this attack, but the Hulk roared, closing in quickly and attempting to slam Superman to the ground with his massive hands. At the last moment, Superman made a quick maneuver, dodged the Hulk's arms, and flew away. But it wasn't an escape. He accelerated and attacked the Hulk, causing destruction. Amidst the ruins, the Hulk's furious roars and Superman's super-fast maneuvers turned the city into a battlefield. Both heroes continued their savage and inventive attacks against each other. It was unclear when this titanic battle would end, but Metropolis continued to witness the struggle of its heroes. As the destruction of Metropolis continued, Superman decided to make one last attempt to contain the Hulk. The Man of Steel wrapped his powerful arms around the Hulk and began to soar skyward. The Hulk tried to fight back, roaring and pounding around with his fists. But he was no match for Superman's powerful grip. As Superman continued to rise, the Hulk's rage grew. The chaos and destruction of Metropolis now seemed only a small detail below. High above, the clash between Superman and the Hulk continued. Superman kept the Hulk in check by creating a powerful updraft, but the Hulk's might and fury made the effort difficult. As the clash in the sky continued, Superman suddenly released the Hulk, and he began to fall. As he soared above Metropolis, the Hulk's desperate screams were lost in the wind. As Superman powerfully descended, the Hulk's might seemed to begin to weaken. But the Man of Steel's rage did not stop him. The high-speed friction of the air created bursts of energy around him. Just as the Hulk hit the ground, there was a momentary pause. Superman slowed his speed and stopped, soaring through the sky. The Hulk effectively crashed to the ground. In the surrounding debris and dust and smoke, the Hulk lay helpless. In a rage, his eyes glowing red, Superman decided to kill the Hulk. Lasers from his eyes were irreversibly traveling towards the Hulk. It was the end for the Hulk. But in the middle of this critical moment, a shield intervened. Captain America jumped on Hulk with his shield to protect him. "You've killed too many people today, alien," shouted Captain America. "And now it's time for you to pay the price," said Captain America. as Superman looked on, determined in his anger. Superman and Captain America faced each other unexpectedly in the city skis. Both were heroes in their own world, but this time a conflict was brewing between them. They say America is dealing with aliens. But you're supposed to be in Area 51, not downtown, Captain America said, holding his shield at the ready. But Superman, with a determined look on his face, said, "You bet your other buddies were just as assertive. By the way, where is the one with the hammer? He left the party early." Captain America was trying to surprise Superman by using his super soldier skills, but these were funny attacks for Superman. Realizing that his attacks made no sense, Captain America defended himself with his shield. Superman started throwing punches at the shield as if mocking and put Captain America in a difficult situation. Eventually, Captain America collapsed. Superman slowly approached Captain America. "Dude, you're no match for me. For your own good, don't get up off the ground." Captain America sat up tiredly, and with a look of determination replied, "I can do this all day." Superman raised his hand decisively and swung his fist powerfully towards Captain America. Captain America could not withstand Superman's power. Struggling on the ground, Captain America was picked up by Superman and thrown out of the city at high speed. Thrown far away, Captain America disappeared into the Metropolis sky. Superman took a moment to catch his breath and headed towards the Hulk to finish the job he had left undone. Hulk had taken heavy blows and was struggling to get up. Superman said, "You should be careful who you pick as your opponent," and prepared to deliver the killing blow. Hulk screamed in pain as if he was waiting for help, and at that moment, Superman was blasted by a laser from who knows where. Slowly descending from the sky to the ground, the person said, "Do you like attacking your own kind? What kind of animal are you?"